Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for July 2019. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. I've already shuffled the decks and you did have two jumping cards. Let me show you what they are. The first card that jumped is the Eight of Cups, but you also had the King of Wands. So the Eight of Cups could be that maybe some of you are leaving a relationship. This is a goodbye card. It could be maybe somebody has left your life. This means that somebody has moved on in some way. You also have the King of Wands, which would be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It could be that this fire sign has left your life, or it could be that maybe you're choosing to leave this person behind. Let's go ahead and put these back, and let's start with 9 cards. Let's put these here somewhere in the middle. See if they come up again or something like them. Okay, love reading for the sign of Libra for July 2019. First card you have, Libra. Wow, it's the King of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Knight of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Knight of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Page of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Five of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Five of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Strength. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. Death. Love reading for the sign of Libra for July. And the Devil. Okay, what's the most important thing that Libra needs to hear about their love life for July 2019? The message that you have, Libra, is the Tower. So this represents unexpected things happening in your love life. And there are quite a few things going on here. The Tower really depends on what kind of messages you have around it. And for some of you, there can be some upsetting things that are happening. But this can also be kind of shocking revelations, just kind of a shocking twist when it comes to your love life. So we'll come back to this card to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. If you would like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channelguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. Okay, so you have the King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. So for many of you, a fire sign is significant because this card jumped. I put it back, and this is the very first card that I pull. Again, this would be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Not only that, but you have the Knight of Wands. So it's that, kind of fiery energy around you. I don't usually read the Knights as court cards, but for some of you, there's definitely a fire sign. Some of you may know who it is. It could be your partner, it could be your ex. It could even be somebody new coming into your life, whether you're single or not, because there is a lot of movement here. The Knights represent change and movement, and for some of you, there is some type of change coming up in your love life involving a fire sign. Although you may also be the King of Wands if you have a moon or rising in a fire sign. Now, this can also represent, for those of you where there absolutely is no fire sign, because it's very persistent. This represents leadership. This represents taking action, which ties in with the Knight of Wands. There's something you need to do when it comes to your love life. And the Knight of Wands really echoes that message. The Knight of Wands is about action, going after what you want, making things happen, being really self-confident, maybe making your marriage work, making your relationship work, maybe talking things out with your ex. If you take action, you have the Knight of Swords, which means very unexpected things can happen, which that is what you have here with the Tower. So it really depends, if there is no fire sign and maybe you're really struggling in a relationship or in a marriage, there's a need for someone to take control here. I'm surprised you don't have the Emperor, the Magician. There's a need for someone to take the lead and maybe fixing a relationship, fixing a marriage, or healing it. If someone actually takes action, you have the Tower and the Knight of Swords saying you're going to have some pretty big surprises. Things will change and turn around for you very quickly. But again, with the Knight of Wands, this is about not giving up, refusing to give up, and continuing to move forward. Now, in the second row here, you have the Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So the fives always represent a problem and a challenge. So there's something that is really, there's something that's really kind of disturbing your love life here with these two fives. For many of you, things can change. You have the Page of Wands, which does represent more kind of lighthearted energy. This is, a new opportunity. There can definitely be a new person coming into your life. We are going to do a single spread as far as what we see there, but I feel like there can be somebody new in your life, whether you're single or not. This can represent a new door opening for you, a new adventure, but it can also just be change in your existing relationship, much more light-hearted energy, fun and good times. It can also be good news for those of you where maybe you're really unhappy, which we see right there with the Five of Cups. There's tears, there's sadness. Maybe you're mourning the loss of a relationship. You did have the Eight of Cups jump for you at the beginning of the reading. Maybe, you're dealing with a breakup right now. This can be good news around something that has been breaking your heart. With the Five of Cups, something that, you're so sad, you're so upset, you can't shake it off. Perhaps someone made a mistake. You have the Five of Swords, which sometimes this just represents somebody messing up. Somebody just making a very bad decision that they regret, or a decision that backfires, a decision that comes back to haunt them. Or it could just be, someone who is their own worst enemy, someone that sabotages or self-sabotages. It could be your partner, it could be your ex, it could even represent you if you're feeling like, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have done that. I feel like it can be fixed. This can turn around for you with the Page of Wands, but you also have the Tower, which means things could be very tough for you right now with the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, but that can turn around with the Tower being here and the Knight of Swords. There can be good news, especially where your heart is broken. Okay, down here, I just realized you have 3 major arcanas. You've got Strength, Death, and the Devil. So, this is a lot of significant changes that can happen in your love life. Here we go again with the Devil. There's something that's really working against your love life or your relationship, your marriage. The Devil can represent, strong fears, pessimism, negativity, a negative relationship, a toxic relationship, or it can just be, that there's a lot of conflict in your marriage right now, in your love life. Although keep in mind that the Devil can also represent the sign of Capricorn for some of you. You also have Strength, which can represent the sign of Leo, because you also have the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So for some of you it's a Capricorn, for others it is a Leo. But this also is telling you to be patient. This is saying you need to be strong in the month of July. Be brave. Because I feel like for many of you, you're dealing with some type of challenge. And ironically, you have the Strength card here, which is a sign of Leo. The sign of Leo had a really, really tough reading. That was probably the most difficult reading I've done about all the signs, because I am doing them all in order right now. So if you have a moon or rising in Leo, or your partner is a Leo, or your ex is a Leo, you may want to watch that, because this is tying in with that reading. So this is saying be brave, hang in there in the month of July, be patient. There can be a significant change in your love life. You have Death. This is a huge transformation. It could be, that it almost feels like, there's hope. You're healing a relationship. You're healing a marriage where things seem to be really going downhill and it just seems really toxic and negative. Or you feel like there's really no saving this relationship. There can be change. There could be good news. You just have to be patient. But somebody does have to take action with that King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. But again, there's movement here around your love life. And there can be a very kind of shocking change here. It could be, again, maybe you're filing for divorce or somebody has moved out. There can be a very significant change. Okay, let's get a few more. What other messages are there for Libra about their love life for July 2019? You have the Seven of Wands. What other messages are there for Libra about their love life for July? Two of Cups. Messages for Libra about their love life. And the Eight of Coins. So you have to fight for the relationship. That's what I was telling you with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. You can't just sit back and think, well, let's see if they do anything, their move. Maybe you're the one who has to take action. This is confrontational energy. Mind you, for some of you, you may have to kind of confront your partner, especially if there's been behavior that has been very negative and toxic here with the Devil. This is really standing up for yourself. This is really speaking your truth. Maybe even setting boundaries with a partner who's not acting in a very positive way. But for others, it's just that you need to really speak up and stand up and fight for the soulmate relationship, because you do have the soulmate card, the Two of Cups. There's a strong bond between you and someone else, but it's like not all is well, because there's a sense of sadness here with the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. There's some type of problem. There's something that's very unhealthy or toxic. It could, for some of you, it could just be fear. It doesn't have to be cheating or something like that. It could just be fear, negativity, conflict. There's a soulmate relationship, but you do have to fight for it in some way. You have to speak up for yourself. It's going to take work. The Eight of Coins. You have to build this relationship up. It's not perfect, but nothing ever is. There's some work to do in really healing the soulmate relationship. Okay, let's get a few cards from the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for Libra for July? You have the King of Pentacles. What other messages are there for Libra for July? You have the Star. What other messages are there for Libra for July? And the Empress. What's the most important thing that Libra needs to hear about their love life for July 2019? Queen of Wands. So, I mean, here we go again with the fiery energy. You have the King of Wands, now you have the Queen of Wands. And that's why I say for many of you, there is a fire sign. You may have met them already. You may know who they are. For others, you may not know yet. This could be someone that you're meeting in the month of July. And I still get the feeling for some of you, it doesn't matter whether you're single or coupled. For many of you, there will be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Here's your confirmation. Okay, so let's take a look at these three right here. And I did just pull two more major arcanas. You have the Star and the Empress. So the Star can definitely represent the sign of Aquarius, and this can represent, the Empress can represent the sign of Aries. So I mean, there you go. There could be an Aries, but there can also be a Leo here with a Strength card. You also have an Earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Can also represent you if you have a Moon or Rising and an Earth sign. It seems like for many of you, this person is, I just feel like there's somebody coming into Libra's life. And I keep getting the message again that it doesn't matter whether you're already coupled or not. This could be someone that changes everything, which would explain the Tower. This, kind of shocking change. Maybe you've really been in a toxic relationship and you meet somebody new, or maybe you're just surprised that you meet somebody new. This person seems to be coming into your life, and this is what you've been waiting for. You have the Star. Your hopes and wishes are being granted. This is what you want. Although it can also be someone maybe that, maybe an ex or something like that. This person is coming into your life, and this is what you've been waiting for. You also have the Empress, which is the ultimate card of love. This is your ideal partner. This is someone that fulfills you in every way. This is a card of love, marriage, happiness, just feeling like you won the lottery. You have everything. You feel complete. So for many of you, there's someone coming into your life that gives you this, or it can even be somebody that you already know. It can be an ex, or maybe a relationship that you're really working on right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the X spread using this deck right here. I've already shuffled it, so let me get these out of the way. And as always with the X spread, it can be someone you had a long-term committed relationship with, but it can even be somebody that maybe you just dated a few times and you want to know if you're going to hear from them again. Okay, show me the energies around Libra and their ex for July. 9 of Pentacles, Libra and their ex for July. The High Priestess, Libra and their ex for July. The Page of Cups, Libra and their ex for July. You have the Emperor, Libra and their ex for July. The Queen of Pentacles, Libra and their ex for July. And the King of Cups. Okay, so let's stop here. So you have two people here. I mean, you're an air sign, but I mean, there's two people lined up here with the message, take control, this is what I was telling you in the first spread, because you had the King and the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. There's a need to take action. So let's look at the first row. And again, this is for exes. This is for someone that is no longer in your life, but you want to reconnect and you just want to know, is there hope? I mean, I'm just kind of starting here because this is what stands out. You have the Page of Cups. So this can definitely be communication from your ex. The Page of Cups represents emotional communication, talking about your feelings. It seems like, your ex might be considering communicating with you. I say considering because you have the High Priestess, which means they're kind of slowly being nudged in your direction by their intuition. There's signs kind of pointing them in your direction. The High Priestess is spiritual energy. This is intuition and kind of inner knowing, inner guidance. If they pay attention to that, I mean, you could possibly have communication in the month of July. With the Page of Cups, again, this is someone revealing their feelings. Maybe they're telling you they still love you, or they're letting you know that they've been thinking about you, or they want to work things out. With this Nine of Pentacles, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles, this is about you. This is about focusing on yourself, because you did have, quite a few challenging cards in the first spread with the 2 5s, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, you have the Devil. I feel like for many of you, you're being told, do what's best for you. you probably will hear from your ex, but what are you going to do when you do hear from them? Are you going to welcome them back with open arms, or are you going to make, you know, the decision that's best for you? Because that's what the Nine of Pentacles is about. This is saying that don't compromise your integrity. Don't compromise your self-worth. If you don't feel okay about taking them back, then don't take them back. Or if you need more time, then ask them for time. But I feel like your ex is kind of slowly kind of being nudged back in your direction with the High Priestess being here. Now in the second row, like I said, there's two people. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles would be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The King of Cups would be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising, with the message of take control, take charge. So it just seems like somebody in the relationship, it could be you or it could be your ex. I mean, it's hard to say in a general reading. Somebody really kind of has to like face the music and take control maybe of what they're feeling. There seems to be confusion here. I am going to get a few more cards for you. There seems to be confusion. Maybe they don't know what they feel. Maybe they're not paying attention to their intuition with the High Priestess. I feel like you can be a couple again. But for some of you where there is no earth sign and a water sign, the King of Cups is, I mean, there you go. It's lined up with the Page of Cups. It's being in touch with your emotions and your intuition. And you have this Queen of Pentacles here, but keep in mind that you had the King of Pentacles. You had the King of Pentacles from the confirmation deck, and that really felt, here it is, this really felt like, you know, somebody coming into your life. So I feel like this Queen of Pentacles represents your ex, whether they're an earth sign or not. But it could also just be that, you know, they also need to get in touch with their emotions and not ignore it. That's the only way that they can come back to you. Let me get a few more. Let's see what other messages come up. What other messages are there for Libra about their ex for July? Death. So death was, I'm pretty sure you had this in the first spread. What other messages are there for Libra about their ex? The Eight of Wands. Messages for Libra about their ex. The Chariot. Yeah, I mean, the cards are being very persistent that there can be some type of change around your ex. I mean, you've got death, which this is a huge transformation. This is something that changes everything. There can be a huge night and day change. I mean, you also had the Tower in the first spread, so there can be a huge change, especially for those of you where you've been waiting, because the Eight of Wands does mean that, you know, there's fireworks. You finally see something that you have been very patiently waiting for. Maybe you've even given up hope. Maybe you felt like it's never going to happen. There is some type of excitement around you and your ex. I feel like it's regardless of how long you've been waiting, whether it's been 2 years or 2 days. There's excitement here. And there's a huge change. There's a big transformation in the whole situation, the whole relationship. Not only that, but you also have the Chariot, which means victory. You can succeed in making the relationship work, or you can succeed in getting back together, but this also means you have to stay in the driver's seat. So this ties in with the Emperor. You have to stay in control, and for some of you, it could be maybe that you need to do something, because that is the message that we saw in the first spread with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. There's a need for you to speak up. You also have the Seven of Wands in the first spread. Maybe there's something that you need to do. Maybe you need to let them know that you still care with the Page of Cups. Maybe you need to follow your intuition. Okay, let's go ahead and do the singles spread using this deck right here. And for those of you where, you know, maybe you don't know, you know, if you are single, maybe you're waiting for your ex, but maybe you also want to know, can there be someone else, or can you possibly meet somebody in July? Or maybe you're completely single and, you know, you just want to know, is this a good time to date or meet someone? Let's find out. Show us the energies. Can the sign of Libra meet a new partner in the month of July 2019? The Wheel of Fortune. Can Libra meet a new partner in the month of July? The Sun. Can Libra meet a new partner in the month of July? Two of Wands. Can Libra meet a new partner in the month of July? The Devil. Can Libra meet a new partner in the month of July? The Seven of Swords. Can Libra meet a new partner in the month of July? Temperance. Okay, so let's take a look at these. I mean, I feel like there can definitely be somebody for you. And I say that because you have the Sun. The Sun always means yes. This is success. You can successfully meet a new partner in the month of July. And they could bring you a lot of happiness. Because this is, I mean, this is just positive energy. This is love. This could even be marriage. It's a relationship that could be very significant for you. You also have the Wheel of Fortune, which means that this could be your time to shine in the month of July. the wheel can finally turn. I feel like this is especially for those where you have been single for a long time and you have been waiting and waiting and waiting to meet somebody new. Where you feel even like your love life had been put on hold. Maybe you put it on hold for some reason. It just seems like you're being given the green light here that the month of July can be a very lucky time for you, because the Wheel of Fortune represents luck. It represents destiny. Destiny is really kicking in. Don't wait. Don't continue to wait, because there's somebody here for you. Although you do need to be careful, because you have the Devil and the Seven of Swords. Because both of these cards, I mean, this can represent the sign of Capricorn for some of you. Because, I mean, you also had this card in the first spread here. If you meet a Capricorn, just kind of be cautious here, because there's kind of some strange energy with the Seven of Swords and Temperance. Temperance is just telling you, if you meet somebody in the month of July, just take things slow. Don't rush into anything. That could be why you have the Two of Wands as well. There's no need to rush. It's just saying take your time and getting to know them. Be patient with them. Be patient with yourself. But I mean, I also feel like the Devil can also represent fears. Maybe you're afraid of meeting somebody new, especially with the Seven of Swords, which can be self-deceit. It can be kind of working against yourself, being your own worst enemy. That's the kind of feeling I get around it. I mean, for some of you, there can be maybe somebody weird that comes into your life where you need to be careful. Just kind of keep that in mind. But I feel like for most of you, it's you. Like, you need to be careful you don't work against yourself. Be careful that you don't meet somebody new in the month of July, and that you write them off right away because of something small. Because maybe you're afraid, or you're feeling pessimistic about love, or you're feeling pessimistic about your love life, your future. That's what the Devil represents, negativity, a negative frame of mind. Don't be your own worst enemy. Maybe you also need to heal with Temperance. But I feel like for many of you, it's just kind of taking things slow. There definitely can be somebody new in the month of July. Let me get a few more. To see what else. I feel like there's something else you need to see here. What other messages are there for Libra? Meeting somebody new in the month of July. Yeah, I mean, here it is, the soulmate card. There can definitely be a connection with somebody else, a very kind of emotional connection, a very special bond with somebody. Show us the energies around Libra meeting a new partner in the month of July. You know, the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take work. Maybe, you know, kind of trusting the person, especially if you've been deeply hurt. It's a relationship that needs work, but there is that special connection. Libra finding a new partner in the month of July. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, kind of resisting, holding back. It seems like it could be you. I mean, it's a general reading, so it's hard to say, but for the majority of you, I feel like there's something kind of holding you back. That's why you have the Devil and the Seven of Swords. Maybe you're choosing to continue to wait because you have the Two of Wands. Maybe you're trying to play it safe. That's what the Four of Pentacles means. You're choosing instead to just kind of stay to yourself. Maybe you're just kind of wondering, can I meet somebody new? But I probably won't, which would be the Devil. If you continue to stay in your safe place, then you're definitely not going to meet them. Everything will stay on hold. But I mean, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny's really kicking in. You have the Sun telling you yes. You have a soulmate connection here. Just don't give in to negativity or fear. Otherwise, you're just working against yourself. You're being your own worst enemy. Don't hold back. Whether you're holding back and not dating, or whether maybe you're meeting somebody, but you're choosing to kind of push them away and play it safe. Don't do that, because that could be a very special connection for you in the month of July. Okay, Libra, this has been your love reading for July 2019. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.